Alright guys, welcome back to another video on how to make an Instagram Python bot with Instapy. So this is part 2. We are going to be going over how to like and comment on posts, how to follow and unfollow, and how to schedule tasks. Now these are the basic things that you can do. There's a ton more stuff that you can actually do, but this right here will actually make it able so you can actually grow accounts. This is the very basic stuff. Once you have accomplished this stuff, you probably can learn how to do other different stuff, such as target by location, target by hashtags, whatever. But before proceeding into this video, these are my recommendations. I want you to go watch my very first video, make sure that you have everything set up and working, and watch some Python tutorials, learn about the language and the syntax, because we're going to be doing some very basic copying and pasting type of coding in this type of video, and you need to learn about the language and the syntax and know that if you indent improperly, it's going to throw off the entire code and people are going to go in my comment section wondering why it's not working, which is fine. But I do want you guys to understand and learn about the Python language, because if you don't, you're going to probably run into a lot of problems trying to set up this bot. And trust me, it's very worth it setting up this bot. You feel accomplished, and it's free as opposed to other bots that are paid. So anyways, with that being said, let's get into this program, or this video. So the first thing you want to do is make sure that your Instapy is up and running. One thing you might need to do is you might need to go in here, do Git Bash, and do, now I already did this, but you might need to do, hurry up, let's log in, hurry up. Why is this taking forever? Alright, so you might want to do, I don't know, git pull origin master or whatever. I already did this, it's already up to date, so I'm just going to go ahead and go into this. So let's go ahead and get in here. And we're actually going to do it with the quick start. So I'm going to hit right click, edit with idle, and then edit with idle 3.6. You might be running 3.7 or one that's much newer than the one right now, but either way, it's going to be totally fine. So this right here, you should have a script that looks very similar to mine, okay? We have the session.setRelationshipBounds, delimit by numbers, true. Then we have this activity, right? We have like by tags, and this right here is where we put the settings. So right here it says don't like, or set don't include, so we're not going to be interacting with this user, and this user, and don't like posts that have pizza or hashtag store in the caption. So what we want to do is we're actually going to go look at the Readme file. Now I highly recommend that you guys go look through the Readme file. It will help you guys a lot with setting up your bot, and there's a ton of different stuff that you can do. Ooh, that's way too big. Alright, so scroll down a little bit. This is all the stuff that this Python Instagram bot can do. It can do commenting, following by a list. This would be good if you're part of an engagement group. This is follow someone else's followers, follow users that someone else is following, interact with you. I mean, there's a ton of different stuff. You can blacklist campaign, exclude friends, ignoring restrictions. There's a ton of different stuff. But what we're interested right now in is doing, let's see, where's my, there we go, like and comment on posts. So let me go up here, like by location, like by feed. So let's see, like by location, like by tags, like by feed. So that's not actually what I'm wanting to do. So what we're probably going to do is interact with specific users. Let me take a look at this. Commenting, following, users, tag posts, someone else is following, interact by commenting. I actually want to start off with the commenting part. I'll get to the liking part because I'm not too familiar with this. This must have changed. So the commenting. Let me go find the commenting. Here we go. Commenting. Right here. So session.doComment, enable true, session.comments, and these are the comments that's going to be posting. I like your stuff, blah, blah, blah. You can also set comments for specific media types. So for example, if you want to do only by a photo or only by video, you can do that too. So you can even add the user of the poster to the comment by using nice shot and then putting the user inside brackets. But what I'm interested in is just the basic thing, which is just commenting. So I'm going to copy this right here. And then I'm actually going to, let me just go up here. Actually, I'm just going to comment this out. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to put this right here. Make sure that your indenting is proper, because if it's not like that, it's going to throw an error. See, watch this. Yeah, unexpected indent. So, and it's weird because with Python it makes the highlight like down one line when it's actually above one line, but I'm not going to get into that. So here we go. Session.set do comment enabled true percentage. So the percentage, what it's going to do is it's only going to comment 25% of the time. Let's say I want it to comment on every single post that I come across. So I'm going to do 100. And the comments that I'm going to do is session.set comments, awesome, really cool, I like your stuff. Sure, I think those are fine comments. They're very generic. You can even add emojis too, but I'm not going to do that in the video. I want you guys to look at that inside of the documentation. Actually, I'm going to look at this. Emoji. Yeah, emoji support. So you can look at that and it'll show you how to put in the Unicode and do all that. But so right here, we just now set the comments, but we don't have the people that we want to interact with yet. Because if we do it, it's not going to know exactly what to interact with. So let's go up here and let's find the interact with other people's followers. So let's see, interact with specific users, nope. Interact with specific nope. Interact with users that someone else is following. Interact with someone else's followers. This is the one that I want. Interact with someone else's followers. The reason why I like this is because I can target influencer accounts and I can target the followers of those accounts. So let's say, for example, I'm a technology company and I'm wanting to target technology enthusiasts. So what I would do is I would go interact with Arduino's Instagram account. I would interact with the followers of arduino.cc or whatever their Instagram handle is. I'm not sure, I'll have to go look it up, but I'll use it for this video for an example. But interact with someone else's followers. Let me go and find that. I'm not too familiar with how to use Notepad++, so I'm just gonna, here we go. Interact with someone else's followers. So here we go. Interact with the people that have a given user is followed by. Set comments do. Okay, so session.set user interact amount 5 randomized true percentage 50% media photo. Do follow, do like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this. Control copy. I'm going to bring it over here. And I'm going to do this right here. And I'm going to have to move this over a little bit because Python and its indentations. All right, so set user interact false, do follow, true, set comments. So I already put the comments up here. You can see that these are completely two duplicates. Inside the Readme file, they really like to give you really in detailed examples, which I think is great, but for the purpose of this video, I'm going to actually comment this out. Session set do comment enable true percent. So I already did this up here as well, so I'm actually going to comment this one out as well. Session interact followers nat geo amount 10 randomized true. I do not want to interact with nat geo. I want to interact, for example, let's say Arduino. So I think Arduino's Instagram handle is, I think, just arduino.cc. Let me look it up. Yeah, arduino.cc. So what I'm going to go do is I'm going to go over here, do arduino.cc. And you can do a ton, you can do a lot more too. If you notice, this right here is a list. if you're not too familiar with Python, there's a lot more you can add to this list too. So I can do comma, and I can do, I don't know, Raspberry Pi. I can add more to this, and I can do, I don't know, Ty Lopez. There's a ton of different stuff that I can add on to this because this is just a list, but for the purposes of this video, I'm just going to do one. Amount, we're going to be doing just 10 users, and randomize, it's going to be random. So do like, right now it's set to false. I want it to like the photo, so I'm going to do true. Set do follow. Sure, I'll follow the person as well. Percentage, it's going to like 70% of the time. You know what, let's like it just 100% of the time just for the sake of this video. Do follow, let's have it 50% of the time. And then set user interact, the amount 5, randomize true, user interact, percentage 50, and media only photos. I don't care that it's just a photo or video, so I'm actually going to remove this. 50. All right, now it should work. So let me go put in valid credentials up here. So the Cameron Cobb, which is my Instagram handle. And I'm going to do, and let's see what it does. Now let's run the script. All right, guys, now you can see that it ended. It gave me the session ended right here, and it gives you kind of a little printout of what actually happened. So it liked 5 images. It showed how many were already liked, commented on 5 images, followed 1 user, unfollowed 0, liked 0, replied 0, inappropriate images 0, not valid users 6. So this is what I was talking to you about on the relationship thing. So here it was session.set_relationship bounds. This was right here set to true. So basically I'm only interacting with users that have a maximum amount of followers, a maximum of 4,590 and a minimum of 45 and a minimum following of 77. So I actually don't care about this. I'm actually going to set this to false because I don't care. This actually might be very useful for you if you're wanting more of quality followers rather than quantity, but for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to set this to false. So here we go. Right now we have it commenting. Do comment, really cool, I like your stuff. Interacting with followers of certain accounts. Now, what if we want to unfollow people? So what we want to do is we want to go back over to nope, this is not it. Where's Notepad? Here we go. Go back up here. Actually, no. I'm gonna find it. Commenting, interact, follow. Did I miss it? I think I missed it. Let me just search it. Unfollow. Unfollowing. Okay. Is there any more? Okay. Nope. We'll just go right here. Unfollowing. Unfollows the accounts you're following. It will unfollow approximately 10 accounts and sleep for 10 minutes, and then will continue to unfollow. There are 4 unfollow methods available. Unfollow specific users from a custom list. So this is actually quite interesting. So you can actually have a list of users that you want to unfollow. You put the users in here, and then it's going to go unfollow all those people, and it's going to wait 10 minutes. It's going to unfollow 10, and it's going to go wait 10 minutes before it does it. Let's see. It will unfollow all the users in a given list who are not following you back. So this bot's actually pretty smart and has some logic to it. So it actually knows who's not following you back. Let's see. Session.unfollow users. Unfollow who was followed by Instapy. So this one's really interesting. So this one right here will only unfollow the users who was followed by Instapy and who you did not follow yourself, because Instapy actually keeps a log of who you followed, who you unfollowed, and what exactly the bot did. And then it said, but if you like, you unfollow only the users followed by Instapy who do not follow you back. So let's see. And then unfollow users who do not follow you back, and then just unfollow. So I'm just going to go with a very basic one. If you guys want to mess around with the more complex ones, you guys can, but for the sake of this video, we're going to just make this very simple. So I'm going to go right here, session unfollow users. I'm going to copy this, and let's see, I'm going to comment this out because I don't want this happening. I want to just unfollow users now. Gosh, this looks awful. Actually, I'm going to move this up here because I don't like the way that it looks. Okay, there we go. Session.unfollow users, the amount 40. We're going to unfollow 40 people. All of them are following me back. That's right there is set to true style. I'm not sure what the style thing is for. Unfollow after 3 times 6. Okay, sleep delay. I'm not quite exactly sure what that is. I'll have to look that up. Amount 40. I only want to unfollow, I don't know, 10. Sleep delay. So that right there is going to, it said right in here that it's going to unfollow 10 and then it's going to wait a certain amount of time. Where was it? It's going to wait a certain amount of time before it actually starts to unfollow. But I think we can actually adjust that with the sleep delay. I'm actually just going to set this to 0 just to see what happens. Unfollow after 3. I'm not sure what that is either. I'll have to look into that, but let's see what happens. We're going to start this. Not now. Alright guys, so now what we want to do, or now that I'm going to teach you, is how to schedule tasks. Now this is very useful, especially if you're going to have your script running on a server, because you want to have your bot running at specific times or doing tasks at specific times. So this is what I'm going to show you. So let me go look at the documentation again here, and let's see, where is it? Schedule. Here we go, this is what we want. Schedule. Scheduler, is that what I want? No, that's not what I want. Here we go. This is what I want right here. Schedule is an in-process scheduler for periodic jobs that uses the builder platform for configuration. Schedule lets you run Python. Let me go back over here. Python functions periodically at predetermined intervals using a simple human-friendly syntax. So this sounds exactly what we want. the first thing we want to do is we want to pip install schedule. Now, I already have this, but I'm going to show you guys this anyways, just in case if you guys forgot. But what you want to do is you want to go into your Python directory. Python. Found it. Open file location. Click on this one. Open file location again, and I want to go into the inside of the scripts directory, and I'm going to come up here, click on it, right click, copy. Now I'm going to go over to command prompt. I'm going to type cd, paste that directory, click enter. Now you can see that we're inside of the scripts directory, and I'm going to type pip install schedule. It's a schedule or scheduler? Nope, just schedule. Okay, so here we go. Enter. Did I hit enter? Pip install schedule. Okay, there we go. Now it worked. Alright, see, requirements already satisfied. So that's how you do it. So this right here is the example that they give inside of the documentation. I highly recommend using this example. So I'm going to come over here, copy. I'm going to go back over to my scripts, and I'm going to paste this. Make sure you import schedule and time as well. As you can see, we're using time and we're using schedule. So I have to come up here. I have to type in import schedule and import time. And let's see. So session ends by, actually I don't want this to run at all. I don't care for the smart run, so I'm gonna actually comment this out. There we go. So this is, I'm gonna make this bigger. This is job, this is the first job. Actually I want to make two different jobs. So I'm gonna have job 1, and I'm gonna make another one down here. I'm gonna call this one def job 2. And let's see. I'm gonna have try blank except. So now I can put whatever I want in here, and I can have it do the jobs that I want. And these right here are, copy this. Just to make things a little bit more organized. So here we go. We have the, these are functions right here. We're defining a job 1, and then right down here is we're calling the function. We're calling the job 1 right here with the schedule. So it's schedule every day at 6:35 a.m. And actually, I only want this to run just once every day. So I'm actually going to copy this, and I'm actually going to bring this down here, and I want job 2 to be running at a certain time every single day. But as you can see, I don't have anything in there yet. So right up here for job 1, we have this stuff right here. This stuff, don't worry too much about this. Set do comment, enable true, percentage 20% of the time. I want this to be 100% of the time. And this actually isn't going to be, I actually won't be able to show you this actually up and running, because I'm not going to actually change these time periods to match what my time period is down here. But I'm just going to show you guys what exactly this will look like if you guys want to get this up and running. So do comments, set comments, well done. Like I said, this right here is a list, so I actually can do well done. I can do some. Apologize for the dog in the background. Cool. There's a bunch of different stuff too. So there we go. We just set 3 comments. Set do follow true percentage 5% of the time. No, I want to have it 100% of the time. Times. I want to have it, I don't know, 10 times. Session like by tag. So now we're going to be liking by tags under the love tag, and we're just going to be doing just the photo or just photos. I actually don't care if they're photo or video, so I'm actually going to remove this parameter. I don't care. Amount 100. It seems a bit high. I'm actually probably going to do just 50. Love, I don't know. Let's do another one. let's do Python. Python. That looks about good. So if you're confused about this try and accept thing, what's going to happen is when this function is called, it's first going to try everything in here, and if something goes wrong in here, it's going to go to the accept part. This is called exception handling. What's going to happen is it's going to import the traceback and then just print out what the problem was that happened in here, just in case, let's say you're running your script from a server and you can't see what's happening, and whenever you go back, it's going to print out what exactly happened. And let's just say Instagram changed the layout of the web page again. It's going to show out what happened. So let's go down here and let's do an unfollow sequence. So I'm going to go back over here to this right here. I'm going to type in unfollow. So this right here is like if you want to unfollow based on if they're following you back or if they're or unfollow by a list. But I just wanted to do very basic, just unfollow. So I'm going to go right here, click on or copy the session to unfollow users, copy inside the try. I'm going to paste this session to unfollow users, amount 40. You already saw this earlier in the video. I'm just going to have this at 10, true, unfollow, sleep delay. I'm going to have this at 0, just for the heck of it. And yeah, there we go. Except what we're going to do is we're going to copy this again. Actually, I don't actually want to copy that again. That's just going to get very tedious. So what I'm actually going to do is make a whole different function. I'm going to do def error, double parentheses, and I'm going to do next line, copy this, bring this down, and paste this. And therefore, if there is an exception, what's going to happen is I'm just going to call this function. So error. That's a lot easier than having to copy and paste the import traceback and then print that every single time. Rather, we're just calling functions. And then we can do error again. And so, yeah, there we go. We just imported schedule. We just imported time. I don't want to have the smart run at all, so I commented that out. Therefore, we don't have to do that indentations or do the indentation. We have job 1, job 2. We can put as many jobs as we want and then have the scheduled every day at 6:35, and then at 16:22 it's going to do this job. And so, yeah, there's a lot of other different things that you can do for the scheduling tasks as well if you go looking for the documentation. So actually I'm going to go up here. I'm going to go to Python schedule library. Schedule.py, okay. Alright, so this is really helpful. So schedule every 10 minutes, do job every hour, every day at 10:30, every 5 to 10 minutes. You can put in an interval to do something. Every Monday, every Wednesday at 13. I mean, there's just a ton of different stuff that you can do. So I really want you guys to go look at the documentation. I'm not going to give you guys scripts. I'm not going to write code for you guys. I want you guys to learn how to do this stuff. But this right here is a basic example on how you guys can get your following, or basic, this is just a basic example on how you can do follow, unfollow, like, and comment, and how to do stuff based on tasks and how you can get them to do it at certain times of the day, especially when we get them up on servers and start running your account for you. So, yeah. Let me just run this. See what happens. And I don't think anything's going to happen, of course, because the time, 6:35, is not 12:30. I mean, this time right here is not, of course, matching up what time it is right now, and same right here. But once it hits that time, then it's going to log in, and then it's going to do XYZ. Actually, for right here, I actually do need to do another login, so actually let me copy this again. Yeah, that was my bad. Let me go ahead and stop this. Okay. There we go. Now it should work. So every single time that we call a function or a job, it's going to log back in and it's going to perform that task. So yeah, let me get that back up. It's probably going to do the exact same thing as before because it hasn't at that time. And yeah, so there you guys go. I want you guys to go, please look at the documentation. The documentation will help you guys a lot with figuring this out, and go learn a little bit of Python so you can understand what exactly is happening and how to write the code and make it work for you. That's how you guys set up jobs and stuff like that. Now you guys are probably gonna have to tinker around with it. I wanted to try to make this video kind of short and brief. You guys really wanted to know exactly how to do some customization. I'm not gonna go in detail with everything because a lot of the stuff already is inside of the Readme file. But I just showed you some very basic stuff, hopefully to kind of get you guys off your training wheels and you know, get your bot up and running. There are some things that I do want to go over when you're trying to get on or trying to run your bot. The first thing is you guys might be wondering why the bot is so slow, and that's because if you do your actions way too fast, Instagram is going to impose what are called action blocks. These are where this is where if you perform actions too fast, it's going to prevent you from doing actions. If you guys are in engagement groups, you've probably know exactly what I'm talking about, but that's why the bot is very, very slow. Don't ask about how to speed it up because there's really no way to speed it up, and you don't want to speed it up because if Instagram knows that you have a bot on your profile, you might be shadow banned and you can possibly have your account taken down by Instagram. So you definitely do not want to do that. Alright guys, thank you very much for watching my video. If you have any questions or concerns, please comment them down below. I will get back to you as quickly as possible and try to help you guys out as much as I can. If you have any video suggestions or want to critique my video and or teaching style, please do. I try to make these videos very helpful for you guys. I try to make them very helpful and easy to understand for you guys. So if you guys give me feedback, please do. I would appreciate it a lot. And make sure you go like and subscribe my video. So yeah, thank you very much guys, and I'll see you hopefully next week.